Hello everybody, welcome back to episode 2 of the EAFC 25 career mode with Aston Villa, and we're here for the first game of the season, which sees us go away to the London Stadium to take on West Ham. It should be quite an interesting game. If we have a look at the opponents, then they are lining up with Areola in goal. Apparently this can be subject to change. Wan-Bissaka, Mavropanos, Kilman and Emerson at the back. Soucek, Rodriguez in the middle, Bowen on the right, Soler in behind Antonio, and Kudos starting on the left. New signings, Somerville, Todibo, Alvarez and Fulkrog all on the bench. So a very strong West Ham team, to be honest. So we've not got too much going on in our save. Pre-season was meh. The next game is very important. I'll think about it. That will get his morale up a little bit for Tyrone Mings. Not actually starting for us today. We are going to be going with what was our normal squad, to be honest, unless people aren't fit or anything like that. No signings in, no signings out. Thank you for your recommendations. I'll be going through them, adding players to shortlists and things like that off camera. I'll be doing that, but at the moment we're just focusing on the games and seeing how we can do. So our opening game of the season, as you can see, a lot of sharpness lacking from our players, which is helpful, but everybody on the bench, I've done it right in terms I've set the training to be sort of fitness focused for these players in the starting 11, but that does mean their sharpness isn't right, which is a little bit irritating. Oh well, no matter. We crack on. Right, let's go on the bench. We don't need you because we've got Ramsey on there. Gauchi is not our sub-goalkeeper, it's Olsen. Courtney Howe should probably be on the bench as well when everyone's fit. Kamara definitely should be. And I'm sort of leaning towards knocking off Wendia off the bench, to be honest, at the moment. Because then it's youngsters and Courtney House, who does have a massive injury in real life, I think, didn't he? I know Tyrone Mings has been out for a long, long time. But I think that is, for now, our strongest. I'm going to start Maatsen in there just because I feel like long term he's going to be better than Digne. So I think that's what we're going to go with today. Watkins is a bit isolated in this system. I'm wondering if we ask John McGinn to potentially let's go now. I want to say with custom and go to player roles. I want one of these two to be, see, that says Tielemans playmaker focus will be attack. Roaming was it throwing the playmaker from free to explore the pitch to find the best space to support attacks. Yeah, let's get you roaming then. Let's get you roaming and let's go John McGinn box to box. He has to be balanced. I sort of want you to push up more, so we'll go with that for now. We'll save that. Bailey definitely on attack as an inside forward. I think because we're playing counter-attack, we'll put both of these on attack. Just to mix it up a little bit. We'll see what we're going to do. Aston Villa, the West Ham, sorry, will be a tough game. But let's get into this one, see how we get on. So it is the opening league game of the Premier League season. West Ham United host Aston Villa in this one, and it is forever blowing bubbles at the Olympic Stadium. West Ham's home since the close of the Boleyn Ground, Upton Park. But yeah, this should be an interesting game. It's the Claret and Blue Derby, isn't it? Aston Villa playing in their away white kit for this one, though. Here we are then, the players doing their handshakes, and we're going to be going through the lineups then. Aston Villa, as you would probably expect under Unai Emery, and West Ham looking to get a few new faces into the league season as well. Jared Bowen will be starting on the right-hand side of a front three strike force for West Ham. The rumours were that Antonio starts over new signing Fulkrog, and I think that is true for this game. In a 4-2-3-1 West Ham lineup with Areola in goal, it is Emerson, Spears, Todibo and Wan-Bissaka at the back. Alvarez and Rodrigo play in the middle. Somerville, Antonio, Soler and Jared Bowen are the front four. So Somerville does get a start in this one. Aston Villa in Unai Emery's first game of the season, lining up with Martinez in goal. They've gone with Konza and Torres at the back with Maatsen and Cash either side. Onana, Tielemans and McGinn in midfield with Watkins, Rogers and Leon Bailey providing the pace up front. And we're ready to go with this one as Antonio gets the game underway for the home team. And it's two teams playing a similar system in this one, and it should be quite an interesting game. Aston Villa reaching the height of 4th last year in the Premier League. They'll be hoping if they can rekindle that form this year. No real new signings of note in this one. Obviously, Duran was linked to move to West Ham in the summer, but Aston Villa have kept hold of him and keep him in, as Antonio could be in. I think he's offside, and he is. Here is Yuri Tielemans given a licence to roam and picked up some good space on the left-hand side, but it's a great tackle from Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the new signing from Man United in that West Ham back four, as Alvarez has been robbed by Maatsen there. Really good job from him. Captain John McGinn comes forward with it. Oh, just a heavy touch and easily taken off his toes. As you can see, West Ham trying to play on the counter-attack, getting Antonio's strength involved early on. That's a poor pass out from the back for Konza. Could put his team in trouble, but Matty Cash recovers that one reasonably well. Here is Leon Bailey. He's got runners in front of them. One of them is John McGinn, who's got into the penalty area, running out of a bit of space. John McGinn. Nice little turn to create some more space for himself. In towards the back post, header down. Well held by Areola. Somerville coming forward. Lots of space for the winger for West Ham as he comes forward into the box and he shoots past Martinez. It's 1-0 West Ham. The Aston Villa back four just backed off, and they gave Somerville far too much space, and it's a debut Premier League goal for Cerenzio Somerville. I want to say his first name is. It's something like Cerenzio, I think it is. But yeah, just coming in, we backed off, and Somerville fires past Martinez. Not the start Unai Emery would have wanted, and Somerville fires home to put West Ham fans into jubilation. 1-0 West Ham. It's a good goal from the team. We were struggling at the back. McGinn. Good pickup of space here from Rodgers. Rodgers shoots. It's going to be deflected for a corner. 20 minutes gone and this game has suddenly come to life now. And this will be John McGinn to swing this corner in. Now we don't have the tallest of teams. McGinn does put a good ball into the box. Header! Oh, it was Rodgers with it. Areola, good hands again. And he's looking to get West Ham forward early. But he's played that pass quickly and put his team back under pressure as it's kept alive. Rodgers turns. Oh, he's been fouled on the edge of the box. It's really good from Rodgers. He could be injured. He did pick up a little knock in one of the pre-season games. But I think he's going to be all right. And this is Yuri Tielemans on this one. Yuri Tielemans fancies his chances against Areola from here, you can tell. Yuri Tielemans, can he curl it round the wall? He does! Oh, what an effort and what a save from Alfonso Areola in goal. Going 1-0 down has brought this Aston Villa team to life. Maatsen, ball through. Oh, it's missed everyone. It's gone all the way through to Emerson. But yeah, this game suddenly coming to life. Half an hour gone as Julian Lopetegui's men lead at home against Aston Villa in this one. We have managed to just stem the flow of the West Ham attacks so far, but they can be quite dangerous as they get a good bit of movement on the attack. But that one falls down into the feet of Antonio. He now loses out and Rodgers can come forward. Oh, it's a good touch to just get round his man there from Rodgers. Not much going on in the box. Holds it up. Sees a man on the edge, but Jared Bowen cuts it out. And that is the problem with this Aston Villa at the moment. Getting into good positions, but not being able to make the most of it. Rodgers turns really well into some good space. Gets his pass off as well. Finds John McGinn. Oh, Areola. Great save again from Areola. He is keeping his team in the lead in this one. And that is how close the free kick was from Yuri Tielemans. What a save from Areola that is. It's going right in the top corner. A really, really good save from the keeper. John McGinn on a corner again. Swings this one in a little bit deeper towards Onana. It's a good header, but again, Areola with good hands holds on to it. And he's gone for a quick clearance again. But this time West Ham do hold on to possession. Oh, Jared Bowen, lovely footwork. He's got past a couple of men with this run. He's doing really well, Jared Bowen. He's got it onto his favoured left. Great save from Emilio Martinez. Rodgers looks up towards Watkins. He haven't got him in the game at all in this first half, Aston Villa. And as we tick down towards half-time, he's going to be thoroughly disappointed that he's not had a real chance at goal. Onana puts the ball in towards Leon Bailey. A very congested midfield, but he has found Rodgers with a good pass. Rodgers is in the area. Stands on the ball, tries to create a bit of space. In it goes. Leon Bailey deflected. Is it going to go behind? It is another corner to Aston Villa in this first half. Can they make one of these count? John McGinn swings this one in. It's a good ball. It's another header. It's another save from Areola, and that is half-time. 1-0 West Ham. No changes at half-time then, and it's Aston Villa to get this one underway. Growing in confidence in that second half. West Ham sort of just going into their shell a little bit. Tielemans invites John McGinn forward. John McGinn, edge of the box. John McGinn! It's Areola with another save. Corner. John McGinn swings this one in, looking for Ollie Watkins. It's headed away. Konza on the edge of the box. Wasn't enough room to get a shot off, so the centre-back goes on a run. He's actually a really good tackle from Antonio. Oh, good rob from Tielemans in the middle of the park. And he's got Ollie Watkins in front of him. Watkins tries to go round the defender. Watkins gets a shot off. Good save again from Areola. John McGinn rushes to take the corner. We've got options in there. John McGinn swings it in, a deeper one. It's not a win from Konza in the air. Who's going to win that one? It's come to Tielemans on the edge. Tielemans right-footed drive. Good block. Rogers picks it up. Rogers to the byline. Tries to put a cross in. It's double deflection. Goal kick. And it's the first substitution for Aston Villa as Maatsen comes off to be replaced by Lucas Digne at left-back. Onana with the ball. Up it goes. Lots of space here for Rogers. Rogers with a shot just past the post. And Villa creating all the chances. Just cannot get the ball in the back of the net. And Lopetegui will be worried. Tielemans comes forward with it. Lots of space to drive into for Yuri Tielemans. He's still going. Lays that one off to John McGinn. Holds it up. Invites Matty Cash forward. Puts the ball into the box looking for Watkins. Headed away. McGinn is there. Leon Bailey onto his favoured left foot. Is there enough room for a shot? No, there is not. He lays it off. John McGinn. John McGinn in good space. John McGinn shot blocked. Bailey's there to try and keep it alive. Into John McGinn again. John McGinn dinks it over looking for Rogers. Wan-Bissaka with a great header away. Tielemans into Digne, who's continued his run forward. Into Rogers. Back to Lucas Digne again. Lucas Digne swings it in. Oh, it's Todibo there to head it away and just can't find a final way through that West Ham defence. There's a poor touch from Somerville that allowed McGinn to get involved. Matty Cash comes forward with it. Looks towards his captain, John McGinn. Into Leon Bailey. Into Watkins. Watkins! Great save from Areola again. John McGinn tries to flick it into the path of Bailey, but it's a poor pass. Kilman read it well. And, John McGinn's done really well to intercept that one there. Watkins comes forward over the top. He's got it. Rogers is in behind Wan-Bissaka. Rogers! Goal! Aston Villa score! It's Rogers that makes it 1-1. Come on, we've deserved that. What a goal from Rogers. What a ball over the top. And Rogers, great control, just for the first time in the game, got the wrong side of Wan-Bissaka. Fires it past Areola. Finally, we beat the goalkeeper from West Ham. Great finish, 1-1. Onana picks out Digne. This is better from Aston Villa. They got a bit of the wind in their sails now. Rogers looks for Digne. Can't win the header. Todibo volleys it away. And with 15 minutes to go, it looks like both teams have substitutes warming up on the sideline. And it's a host of changes with Watkins, McGinn and Tielemans coming off to be replaced by Duran, Kamara and Ross Barkley. There you go. Lovely stuff. 1-1, 15 minutes to go. Rogers lays a little 1-2 from the quick throw-in from Digne. Lots of space on the edge there for Onana. Gets a shot off. Easily blocked though. Onana. Up it goes to Leon Bailey, who's had a bit more impact in this game. Leon Bailey, good turn. Just trying to tease the West Ham defenders in, and he's created a lot of space for himself here, Leon Bailey. He's got it onto his left foot, swings it into the box towards Onana, but it's headed away. Kept it alive though. Here is Ross Barkley, the substitute. Gets that out of his feet into Rogers. Rogers shoots. It's another really good save from Areola, and Onana just couldn't get on the loose ball. Oh, Carlos Soler is broken through. Carlos Soler, Antonio blocked our man, and Carlos Soler makes it 2-1. Referee surely see the obstruction there on the defender that was trying to run back as Antonio just blocked him off. And Carlos Soler is celebrating with his manager. He thinks he's got the winner with 7 minutes to go. But as he ran through, watch Antonio here just block off Matty Cash. Unbelievable stuff. Good finish from Soler as Martinez came out. But it's 2-1 to West Ham. They haven't really deserved it. Oh, Leon Bailey, great work from the winger. In it goes to Duran. Duran turns his man into the box. Duran! Oh, great save from Areola. He's got to be man of the match in this game. He has kept West Ham in this. It could be 4 or 5-2, really, to Aston Villa. But Areola's had a superb game in goal as we just get into injury time. Good tackle there from Digne. He's surely fouled by Bowen. No, ref says play on. Bowen keeps coming forward. In it goes to Soler. Antonio has time to turn. His shot is awful. So as we get to the last 30 seconds, up it goes towards Bailey. Not the man you really want to target for with a high ball in the air. Onana robs the ball though. in midfield. Here is Rodgers, but that's full time. It's West Ham 2, Aston Villa 1. So we go to the press, post-match press conference with Unai Emery. Good evening. And could it be a challenge for defenders? I don't think so. We're going to motivate Pau Torres. We're going to motivate Pau Torres and see how we get on. Robert's got 6 shots off today. Let's celebrate his performance. He scored, got a good goal. I think he's got a lot more to offer though. Konza stopped opposition balls today. Yeah, he did really well. Let's console him. I don't think he deserved to be on the losing team. But yeah, shame that, isn't it? 2-1 loss. We battered them. I do think those changes that we made did help though. If we go into team strategy, that's what I was looking for. We'll go into... I want to keep that as that. Coach management. No, I'll go and I need to hire more coaches. It must be in team management then. Tactics. There we go. So tactics, edit tactic, player roles. That's what I want to go into. So we did Tielemans on attack. We changed Bailey onto attack as well. Tielemans actually was on roaming, wasn't he? Box to box was fine. Holding was fine. Inside forward on attack there as well. I'm just wondering, do we put Matty Cash? I'm not sure. I don't know. I think we'll stick with that for now because I do think that worked. So we'll go with that, save those changes, and we'll get into the second game of the season. So we are taking on Arsenal, who sit in 5th as PSG have just made a big money signing Jack Grealish from Man City. Maybe should have played with the first transfer window off, who knows. But the players are getting some match sharpness now, which is good. I think we start with that team. We are going to start Digne in this one. Let's get into it then. We're taking on Arsenal. At least it's at Villa Park. Here we are then. Aston Villa host Arsenal in this game. 2 teams that got into the top 4 last season, but not both the teams having the start they wanted to the Premier League. Aston Villa losing away to West Ham 2-1, but being the better team, and Arsenal picking up a win in their first game of the season. So it's Aston Villa's first home game of the season, and the crowd at Villa Park are up for this one. Flames are going off all around the park, and the crowd are boisterous. Kieran Tierney is a surprise starter for Arsenal in this one, but the Aston Villa lineup is as expected, with Luca Digne starting over Maatsen at left back. And here you go, you can see them in full. Martinez conceded 2 in the last game, was unlucky to be on the losing side though. He had a good performance. The back 4 would be happy with how they played, as will the midfielders. A goal from Morgan Rogers was the goal for Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins having a slow day in the office. For Arsenal then, it is Mikel Arteta who comes as manager for 4-4-2. They've gone for this one. It's Neto getting a starting goal. Calafiori and Saliba partner each other at the back. Saka, Odegaard and Moreno Sterling in the team, with Jesus partnering Matthias Tell up front. Only a place on the bench for Gabriel Martinelli. As we are ready to get this game underway, Watkins gives the ball back to Tielemans, and Aston Villa know that they do not want to be starting with 2 losses on the bounce, as Yuri Tielemans going on a fantastic run here to get the home team on their bye, because he tries to put a ball through, but Saliba reads it well, and Aston Villa going for a lot of possession. That's not a good clearance from Neto there, and Arsenal have started this game very shaky as they leave Ollie Watkins free on the edge of the box. Just turns into Mikel Moreno though, and now Arsenal get a bit of possession of the ball. Raheem Sterling puts the ball through to the new signing Matthias Tell, young striker, big lad, very, very highly rated in world football, as Matty Cash has robbed the ball and comes forward though. Matty Cash has got a man inside of him, and that man is John McGinn, and John McGinn picks out Leon Bailey, and Arsenal have been cut open here. They chucked a lot of men forward. Bailey cuts it back. Oh, it was just a good touch on it from the defender. Sterling and Tell down this side, linking up very well. Moreno picks it out to Sterling again. Tell comes forward. Oh, it's a good ball through as we move the defence up. Jesus, good save from Martinez. Here is Saka coming up on the right-hand side in towards Matthias Tell, and Arsenal starting to control the game a little more, but Aston Villa are dangerous on the counter-attack, and this could be a great opportunity for them as Rodgers, who's in again. Rodgers got the goal in the last game. Rodgers onto his right foot. He's got another one. Morgan Rodgers has got 2 in 2, and just as we were saying that Arsenal are susceptible to the counter, Aston Villa prove it right, and Unai Emery gets one over his old team. Morgan Rodgers, little ball roll onto the right foot, fires it past Neto in goal, and that is 1-0 to Aston Villa. The home fans absolutely love it. Odegaard looking over the top in towards Tell, but I think he got the pass wrong because Tell was just moving a little bit too soon. And yeah, the youngster caught offside. Leon Bailey picks up a good pocket of space, but robbed by Moreno very quickly while he was on the ball. Raheem Sterling, who's probably been Arsenal's best player in this first half, as Tell's got into a good space here. But yeah, Sterling causing a bit of trouble up and down this left-hand side as Moreno takes over in towards Tell again. Just holding off his man, trying to create some space. Back to Moreno, into Sterling. Sterling coming forward with it. Nice little back heel towards Jesus. Into Tell again. Great defending from Konza there. And once again, Arsenal have pushed a lot of players forward in that attack as Bailey holds off. Kieran Tierney holds it up well. John McGinn just holds up play and then releases Matty Cash. Matty Cash tries to put it in. Calafiori read the pass. And it's really well defended there by the Italian. Gabriel Jesus pokes a ball through, but Sterling offside again. Aston Villa's high line is really condensing the play. And Arsenal are struggling to find a way through. And they cannot deal with the extra man. That's a poor pass. But Arsenal struggling to deal with that extra man we've got in midfield. Their 4-4-2 is coming up a bit lax against the 4-3-3 that we're utilising. And it's giving us quite a good outball in the middle of the park through either McGinn or Onana. As Saka on the ball, who's been very quiet in this game. That's a really good tackle, that one. I thought the ref was going to blow for a free kick there, but he didn't. McGinn looks up towards Watkins, in towards Rodgers. Rodgers, I was just trying to give that back to Watkins, but he stopped his run. Oh, Saka finally gets around Lucas Digne. First time in today's game that he's done it. Cuts back. Saka, back heel, in towards Odegaard. Odegaard gets through the gap, shoots from range. That's easy for Emiliano Martinez. Matty Cash holds it up well and again gives it into Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey, going for that pass again, but once again, Calafiori reads that little cutback. And Leon Bailey, who's having a decent game, needs to find an end product, and it would really help Aston Villa out. Oh, Matty Cash has gone flying in on Raheem Sterling. And the referee, I think, is going to blow for half-time. He's not brought it back for the foul. Half-time, Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 0. No changes at half-time, but confirmation that Matty Cash did pick up a yellow card for that tackle on Raheem Sterling at the end of the first half. But yeah, no changes for Arsenal either, which I find very, very strange. No tactical changes, no personnel changes. Mikel Arteta sticking with what he's got so far. As Lucas Digne's done well did well at the beginning. He's done well again. He's had a mixed bag there, Lucas Digne. Kieran Tierney finding himself in a central midfield position as that inverted wing back that Arteta uses. And he's been robbed, though, which could put them in a lot of trouble. But Tomiyasu stepped in really, really well to win that ball back because Ollie Watkins was about to be through if Tielemans could have got that pass off. As here is Kieran Tierney again, up towards Tell. He gives it away. Konza read that very nicely indeed. McGinn up to Matty Cash, who did get that book in. Oh, just the final pass is letting us down. We are struggling now. Oh, Odegaard, you cheeky little bastard. Oh, Lucas Digne's been robbed by Saka on this side. Saka comes forward, gets around the challenge from Pau Torres. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, he's given me the dummy. Jesus, what a block from Konza. Great recovery defending there. And Arsenal do make a substitution. Tell off and Kai Havertz coming on. Big rotation in this game for Arsenal. And the corner is going to be swung in by Raheem Sterling. Watkins is there to head it away, but under all sorts of pressure there. I couldn't turn and get the ball away. Saka towards the edge of the box. Shot from range. Easy for Martinez. And we could have a little counter-attack on here. Let's see what we can do with Leon Bailey. He's got pace to run away from defenders. We know that much. He's held up reasonably well. But the little turning circle's done brilliantly well. Leon Bailey comes forward. We said he needs a better end product. Watkins flicks it on. Rodgers! Oh, great save from Neto. John McGinn will have an in-swinging corner here. The wind will take it a little bit further than we'd like. Calafiori wins the header. Tielemans is beaten in the air by Raheem Sterling, which is an embarrassment thing to have done to you on a football pitch. But, yeah, Odegaard under pressure from Digne. The ball has found Gabriel Jesus, though, who continues to run forward. And he kicks the ball out of play like an idiot. Raheem Sterling being replaced by Martinelli, that looks like coming on for Arsenal, yes. So a change of wingers, and Sterling will feel a little bit hard done by going off, I think. He's had a much more impactful game than Saka on the other wing, but It is always a risk to try and take off your golden boy, and there he is making a very good interception. Curse of the commentator. Odegaard comes forward, tries to find Saka, but Digne intercepts it well. Pau Torres will go back to his goalkeeper, and Martinez wants to just put his foot through that one to get the ball away from his goal as far as possible. Saliba, good turn. Up towards Saka. Bukayo Saka just treading back towards his own goal. They've actually played that really well to take Digne out of the game. Gabriel Jesus, you can see how high the wingers for Arsenal are playing. Oh, I thought I was going to intercept that one, but we've got to watch the run of Odegaard. Saka into Jesus. Good challenge on him. Pau Torres comes over. He's tackled. Saka keeps it alive. In towards Jesus again. Turn from Havertz. The rebound. Surely he's missed. Kai Havertz misses a sitter. So Kieran Tierney is replaced for Arsenal by Leandro Trossard. So a change in system potentially for Arsenal. Aston Villa also preparing substitutions of their own. And Watkins, Digne and Matty Cash coming off. Duran, Matson and youngster Nishledovic coming on for the home team. Here is Duran on the ball straight away after coming off the bench. He's just tackled as Tielemans keeps that one alive to Matson. His ball through is also blocked, and yeah, Arsenal are injecting a lot of pace into this game. Saliba into Saka. Up it goes to Odegaard. Havertz, who's taking that striker role. Gabriel Jesus moved out to the right hand side a little bit. Havertz is onside here, and we've just managed to get players back. Saka playing a little bit of water ball through. Mikel Moreno, what a save from Emi Martinez. 10 minutes to go, and the team are celebrating that like a goal. Arsenal looking potentially for a short corner. No, it was a dummy. Martinelli swung it in. Saliba with a header, and Martinez can just take the sting out of this game here and just slow the play down for Aston Villa. A 1-0 win, or 1-0 lead, sorry, over Arsenal is a very, very good performance so far. Arsenal arguably been the better team, but we saw in the last game against West Ham that the best team doesn't always win. Arsenal knocking the ball around really well. Martinelli under pressure, and the youngster Neleđiković gives the ball away, or gives a foul away, and we will take Rodgers off for some fresh legs. On that left-hand side is the substitute. It is going to be done. I didn't realise I got it in time, but I have. Rodgers off, and Philogene coming on. Jadon Philogene plays with his first name on the back of his shirt. And yeah, Philogene on for his first appearance of the league season. Good header from Jesus. Oh my word, Konza just get it away. He clears his line, Konza. Up it goes. Tielemans actually wins a really good flick on there. And Calafiori had to get that right, because I was going to have a player in and Leon Bailey on the far hand side. But Saka, who is, I think, moved to left back or right back potentially. As Tomiyasu, Calafiori and Gabriel are sort of making up a bit of a back three. Yeah, Arteta's definitely, I think, gone with Trossard and Saka at wing back. As Calafiori, Calafiori's given the ball away. I couldn't get the ball out of Duran's feet to get that pass off, but it's very, very attacking from Arsenal in this final few minutes of this one. As Tielemans, is he going to get there? Tielemans really trying his hardest. He puts it into Duran. Duran's in on goal. Duran to seal it for Villa. Duran, oh, what a save from Neto. That would have wrapped it up at 2-0. And Unai Emery can only watch on with hope as John McGinn going to try and swing this one deep into the box, and it is. It's a good ball, but Neto comes and claims. Oh, Neto in for David Raya today. He's conceded one, but he's surely stopped his team from definitely losing that game. But it's full time, and Villa pick up 3 points. It's another goal for Morgan Rodgers. He's becoming a bit of a superstar for us. So into the press conference then, and John McGinn shone in the engine room today. His passes sliced through the opposition and always found their target. Did you find that his passing, did you find that pleasing? Yes, John McGinn's the club captain. He's turned up and he's done really well for us in that game against Arsenal. Dominated. We used our extra man in there really well. And yeah, Tielemans again had a good game. All three in there. We'll encourage Yuri Tielemans. All three players having a really good game in the middle. And Matty Cash picking up a yellow card. Yeah, it was a bit. We're gonna criticise him, because you can't be picking up silly yellow cards like he did today. So I think for today's episode, that is all we are going to do in this one. 1 loss, 1 win, 2 games into the season. We'll come back in the next episode and do hopefully 3 games. I need to figure out how much, like, because I'm relatively new to how I want to do this series. I need to figure out how the editing is going to work and how much sort of commentary I need to do. But we've got one game left this month, which is Leicester City, and then I've done that again. I keep pressing the wrong button against Leicester City, and then we get into September, where we have Everton, Young Boys, Wolves, and Ipswich. So yeah, let me know. We'll do that. We could potentially play Everton, sim these two, play Ipswich, and that would get us through the month, and then potentially sim Leicester as well and go from there. But let me know your thoughts down below. A good win against Arsenal. Unai Emery gets revenge over Arsenal. But yeah, so far, so good. Episode 2, done. Cheers.